Alrighty, we are live. Welcome everyone. Our Wednesday night Home Business Anonymous Google Hangouts, just Hangouts that we have. It's been a couple of weeks. I've just moved and had to get internet. And if you haven't seen my face, and I know that when you're looking on this on the video, it says Katie. But if y'all come to these before, you know I'm not Katie. I'm Emily. But I had to sign into Katie's account to broadcast the Google Hangout. But we've had a lot of exciting things happen in the past couple of weeks with the IPAS 2 system, which we're all super excited about, and several team members on the panel are going to share some really, really beneficial features about the system that you really want to listen to, because whether you're brand new in this business or you consider yourself a seasoned professional, there's going to be some amazing things that you're going to get out of the IPAS 2 system, and you're going to be able to truly learn or earn as you learn. So I'm really excited to have you listen to what everyone's going to share today. Gail, who do you want to have kick off tonight?
Laura, it's a good place to start with the trial.
Okay. You lose Laura.
Uh-oh.
What happened to Laura?
We can start coaching and go back to the trial, or someone else can do?
Yeah, I can talk about the coaching.
Okay, that would be great.
Well, one of the things that has me most excited about IPAS is the coaching aspect. So they include a coach when you sign up who will help you through the entire process, answer any questions, which, you know, that's awesome for somebody who's never done any internet marketing before. Secondly, there is coaching training. So if you want to coach your own team, they'll show you how to do it. Because realistically, you have to be at a certain level of the business to hire your own coach through the IPAS system. And if you're not at that level, there's still training available to you so that you can learn how to enroll your own team members and coach them through the process. And then, of course, thirdly, is if you have all of the products and you can hire a coach, you've basically truly set up an autopilot business where somebody else is talking to your prospects while you are living your life, while you're sleeping, while you're, you know, hanging out with your kids, while you're taking a vacation. It is truly a genius setup, and I am thrilled to be a part of this.
Yeah, the coaching is, to me, a godsend, because it not only helps the new person, it really does. They geared, and this is what I like about the whole IPAS system, they really thought ahead and have geared it for all levels, meaning newbies can come in and get what they need to get off and running, but even people that are experienced can come in and still get something that is new to them and that they need. So it's a good, I mean, it keeps you through the life cycle of you growing into your business. And if you have all the products, like Diana said, basically, if you're not quite ready to coach and you have all the products, you can also pay for that coach to buy you time to get comfortable with coaching. Because you may want to become a coach at some point. So it's actually, I wanted to mention that because I think that's another great side benefit to paying for the coaching. It buys you some time to become a better coach until you're ready to spread your wings and be a coach.
Right, and then also the coaching is available. I mean, what if that part of the process is just outside your comfort zone? It is something that you are not good at.
Right.
You know, everybody has weaknesses, and you try and work on those and improve them. But in the meantime, you have somebody who is working for you And that is their strong point. They are highly trained, very professional, and then in addition to that, when they provide training to us to do our own coaching, there's weekly updates. They have that coaching channel where they're going to be posting updates and doing additional training. So the training on this site is always growing.
I've seen a lot of sites with training setups and membership sites, and I have not seen anything as slick as this. I really haven't.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful the way they've conceived it.
Yeah, and I used to be in software, and a lot of companies don't even think that far out ahead, and it's like they reverse engineered it, which is the best way to design a package or a system. It's powerful, and to me, it's beautiful. It's a godsend to my business right now. That being said, let's move on to community. And Richard, I think you're up. My buddy Richard.
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Hey, so I'm going to talk a little bit about community. You know, especially with this Home Business Anonymous. I mean, it kind of spills over as well with the IPAS, but you know, just like we had someone that was going to start this out, and I guess she lost connection. Somebody stepped in and took over and kept this thing going. I find that happen a lot. You know, because we all have our own separate goals, but we're all kind of on the same journey. We're trying to, you know, work at home, trying to make it very successful and everything. And inside this community, you know, if you're having a bad day or something, there's people that will help pick you up and get you on the right track. If you get stuck with something, you can always get advice and tips and help from somebody within the group. There's many days where, you know, maybe you're just having a bad day outside of the business. There's always some good tips and advice going on inside the community. So.
That's and for community, I have to apologize if you hear my community of my dog. It shows with community because I find that I belong to quite a few of them, and they're great because you can pick up what you need and go. And I think some of my strongest friends online right now are the people that are on this Hangout. And we found that it's not just about getting the work done or figuring out how Google works or how to do Facebook or Instagram, but when someone's having a rough day or something is going on in someone's life, good or bad, we tend to share it with each other. And I know personally that's created a great group of friends on here, and I feel comfortable if I get stuck or I'm having a bad day to look any one of them up and be able to talk with them one-on-one. And I haven't found that anyplace else online. And like I said, I've been on this journey for 7 years. I wish IPAS had been there at the beginning because it would have saved me a lot of time, money, and heartache. But it wasn't. Anybody coming into this business that can get into this system is fortunate because it's going to save them all that hardship. And the community piece, like-minded people hanging around with them, you can't help. If you're serious about working on your business, you can't help but stay motivated and move forward because this team here, we're gonna keep each other energized and moving forward when someone gets stuck. And that was one of the reasons this group was created. And it's kind of our mission that we're not going to leave people behind. If they're willing to work this and be open to coaching, we're going to help them out. And, you know, personally, that means a lot to me in my business because I can hibernate in my business very easily, and it doesn't work. I'll tell you that right now. It's been one of the reasons why it's taken me this long to get to where I am. So I can't speak enough about community, and on that, I'm going to turn it over to my buddy Laura about the trial offer because she's back live.
Awesome. Thanks, Gail. So the trial offer, as I understand it, it's only $7 for a 30-day trial. to try out a system that is ridiculously awesome. I found that it's easy to use. I myself don't have a ton of background or any experience online, so coming into this marketing system has been really helpful for me because I didn't know what I was doing, and this takes me step by step through the process using the system. All I have to do is follow directions and do exactly what the system tells me to do, and I'm finding that I'm having massive results. I'm getting a lot of referrals, I'm getting signups, and it's exciting because I was that person who didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know which way to turn. You know, when you get overloaded with information, you kind of just don't do anything, actually. You get frozen and don't know where to start. So here it's really easy just to sign up for the trial, $7. I mean, tonight alone, I spent $7 on a grilled cheese and french fries. It kind of puts it in perspective that this is a system you can get for $7 to try out, that you can make a massive income if you put the time and energy into it, and you can also be a part of a great community that supports you and is there for you and is encouraging you along the way. So that's all I've got. Just do it. Try it out. It's risk-free. You have nothing to lose. It's $7. You spend that every day on something. Think about it. So go check it out.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it, Laura. We forget how much money we throw away wandering around town. Either
Absolutely.
picking up coffees or donuts or whatever your poison is while you're out and about. And for $7, you can actually try something that you'll see once you get in there how nice a system it is and how well it works and how, I mean, I'm going to talk about the tools in there next, but I'm a data guy, so or a person that's why they get me excited. But you just, once you see it and get in there, you're going to feel it. You're going to see how well organized it is. You're going to watch the videos and see how clear and step by step they are.
Exactly.
And you're going to see results right away because they're walking you through. It's like they're hand feeding you the process that you need to get up and running in a business. And then when you're past that fast start piece, as you progress in the packages, you get more advanced information, more advanced training. So there's plenty of room to grow, which is going to help you grow your business as well. So with the tools, there's two I want to cover that, you know, if you're new, you're not going to understand the pain that goes into finding some of these numbers. If you've been out there a while, you're going to understand why I get so excited about this dashboard. There's a dashboard in there that lets you track your statistics and what's going on with your traffic. And I'll tell you, that isn't always easy to do outside of this system. Sometimes you have to track it through the traffic provider you bought it from. Sometimes you have to track it through Google Analytics, and then you have to merge the data together, and you have to crunch the numbers yourself. And sometimes you get it right, and sometimes you don't, because there's some formulas out there you need to be aware of too. I can go to my dashboard, click a button, and see exactly where I sit, like that, instantaneously. That is such a time saver and gives me the ability to adjust my advertising immediately without having to be hunting all over the place and remembering passwords and trying to do formulas and trying to make educated guesses at what I need to change in my advertising if my numbers aren't quite right. And that brings me to another point that we haven't even discussed. The advertising that's being done through this system, they are doing the work of watching it and adjusting it to convert as well as possible. That's something that you would have to learn how to do on your own. And as a newbie, that's not easy. There's nuances to landing pages, there's nuances to wording, colors, etc. And these guys are going above and beyond to help make sure that you get the best ads so that you get the best numbers when you're running traffic. And I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The second piece, and it's not available anywhere that I've seen, and I get around pretty well on the internet. It's based on the concept of a mortgage calculator. And once you know the conversion rates on your first run of traffic, it will let you, based on your sales funnels, and there are multiple ones available in this product, so you have more than one chance to earn commission in this product, which is another plus. You can put in those percentages and run the numbers so that you can either know how many clicks to buy with a guesstimate, and I'm going to say a guesstimate because there's no way to guarantee traffic. Someone that buys consistently can have a bad day and decide not to buy, etc., etc. There's a lot of variables to an audience out there when you're buying traffic. But it gives you a good ballpark of what that investment is going to get you and how much you're paying per lead or per sale. The other way you can do it is by dollars. So it'll either tell you how many clicks you have to buy or how many dollars you need to spend to get to where you want to set your goals. That, again, is a big, big time saver. Because if you don't understand those formulas and how to calculate that all out, you're going to be out in left field, and you may guess on traffic, and you may end up losing a lot of money because you guessed wrong. This takes some of that guesswork out of there and lets you tune in. So, you know, I've been walking around totally yelling and screaming passionately about these tools, but they let you run your business like a business in almost real time. They update the stats every hour. That is pretty incredible. So that's why I get so excited. And at that point, I'm actually going to hand it off to my buddy, Bev, to go on to the next topic.
That must be our discount. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. If you talk to anybody that's been in online marketing, they're going to tell you a couple things. The first one they're going to tell you is how many years they've been in it. Some may be 1, some may be 7. I mean, I've heard people talk about 7 and 8 years. Gail, how long have you been in?
Just over 7 now.
Yeah, over 7. That's a long time.
I'm stubborn, baby.
Lots of people would have quit on that. The other thing people will tell you is how much money they've spent, whether it's buying products, buying solo ads, buying traffic. Luckily, I'm not in that situation. I've been in it 1 year, but I've still spent a lot of money. Nothing like the people like Gail and Katie and Emily have. But this is just, it is a limited time offer. From the time you get in, you will have 7 days to get the black card, the black pass. I'm not even going to talk about anything else. There's nothing else. You can see it in some of the videos, but there's nothing else worth even discussing. But there's you'll see there's the blog in the inner circle, and then there's IPAS products, and then there's profit maximizers. If you add up those 3 main products, which are the training tools, that's what you can learn to be an online marketer. Those products are almost $5,500. And Gail and many of the people on this panel have spent way more than that. But because IPAS wants to kickstart this business, they're giving us an opportunity to share with you, to share with any of our prospects, all of this package for less than $3,000. I mean, I'm getting chill bumps just talking about it. I mean, you're setting yourself up for an online business in an automated process with traffic tools, with calculators, with coaches for less than $3,000. I don't even know how much more simpler it gets. I mean, we could write some bang-up copy for some advertising with that kind of some stuff or some teasers. So I just wanted to share that. Once you get in, try the product. You'll see some videos that talk about 7 days to get to that price. If I were you, I guess I shouldn't say on recording rob and steal, but I'd sell gold and silver. Wait, that's too low. I'd sell something, let me tell you, to get that $3,000 package. And that's what I got for you.
Okay, Bev, and I just want to, at this point, we probably should have done it at the beginning, but we were running late and having some technical difficulties. Time for an income disclosure. There are no guarantees of earnings online when it comes to any of these online businesses. The success rate for online businesses is just about the same as offline businesses. The internet is a tool, just like this business system is a tool, and it comes down to a lot of variables about whether you'll be successful in business. One of the biggest one is what you're willing to do and how hard you're willing to work, in my viewpoint. That's my opinion. So they're great tools. The product, as Bev said, this discount is incredible. I talked to someone the other day who wanted to go to college but can't afford it. And you know, the marketing education that's in Empower is so bleeding edge, and that's the term we use in the computer world for leading edge technology. Colleges can't keep up with how fast Google is changing their formulas or Facebook is changing their algorithms. They teach as current as a product, the quality keeps increasing. You're getting, someone compared it to a Harvard education in marketing online at less than $3,000. I don't know anywhere these days where you can go to college for $3,000 and say you have a marketing degree. I just don't.
I can vouch for that, because seriously.
Yeah.
Universities are ridiculous.
So even worst case scenario, if I bought that package and I learned everything in there and I decided this wasn't for me, no one can take away an education. That can be used for consulting to brick and mortar places. It can be used to create another business. It can be used in so many ways, it's not funny. So I see this as such a great opportunity on both sides of the fence. A great educational product that is going to prepare you to be able to do what you want to do online. They give you multiple funnels to earn commission, so it's not just one commission you're aiming for. There's the possibility of catching many levels of commission. So the way that it maximizes your commission potential is outstanding. And all you have to do is learn to run traffic to that $7 trial offer. You're not having to run traffic to each individual stream. Another thing they thought carefully about, so that you can maximize your traffic dollars, because when you start, money's tight, usually. And you want to try and maximize the traffic that you do pay for. And you may not be able to afford traffic at first, and that's another plus with this system. They will teach you how to do free marketing the right way. And you can do that to start until you have commissions in and then buy traffic. So it's so well tiered so that you can step up as you are comfortable with and able to have success. I mean, they really did outdo themselves and think of all angles. So there's a button below this video. Yep.
Can I make a quick point on the
I'm not closing it yet. I just wanted to say there's a button below, because I keep forgetting to say it because I'm so excited about the system. But there's a button below if you want to join into this that you can click and sign up to check out IPAS, to do that trial and go from there. Diana, what did you have to add?
Well, one of the things I wanted to mention that we haven't brought up yet is this technically is not a new product. This is version 2.
Yes.
They tested version 1 on a limited group, and for I think about 2 years was how long the test ran.
Yeah.
And the members of that group who used the initial system and gave feedback to help the IPAS people create what we see today, I mean, they're knocking their socks off. They're making money left, right, and center. And I know, results not typical, income disclosure, you have to do the work to get the results. But this group of people has had tremendous results using the first version. And this is better.
Yeah, I mean, and they're continuing. You know, one thing we also forgot, Diana, is these guys have been up because I know how product launches go. And these guys have had very little sleep. And that's just going to continue as the paid traffic starts rolling through. But Chris is already talking about improvements that they're going to add to the system as they get feedback from what's going on currently. So they're on top of everything. They just want to make this the best experience out there for the subscribers and the business people that are going to use this system, so that they find value and they continue to stay with the system. And it's not another one of these, oh, we threw up the system because we had an idea, but we didn't quite think it out, and oops, now someone else has thrown up something a little better, so everyone jumps ship, and then someone else throws out something a little bit better. Chris said in the videos he spent 4 years designing and thinking up this system. That's longer than most software companies think of a major release. So he's put his heart and soul, as well as his partners and the other people that are working on this with him. I don't know all the players behind the scene, but they have really put the work in to get this right. Anyone else have anything to add to that? Michael, feel free if you're comfortable jumping in. Oops. Michael, we can't hear you.
Oops.
I don't think
Mute mic. There it goes. Can you get me good there?
Yep.
Well, retiring from truck driving, finally having time to do something I've always wanted to do, and then at this moment with IPAS coming in, with not knowing anything about the internet, I just know the truck driving life. I can talk all night about that, but not this. But this is, I set this up and it went so easy. I could just click through there, and the people came over with emails right away, and they were there to help me. Although I didn't need any help, I just followed the instructions, and I hope I got everything set up, and now I just have to learn how to market. So this is going to be really great, though. And I think with this, how this is set up, where we can, as a group, help each other, and then the meetings we have to go to, it's just wonderful. After the training, I went to Danny Johnson's training, you know, but you come home, you're kind of lonely, but then you find a group of people like this, and they're going places with this kind of equipment. It's really exciting.
Yeah, I think, and thank you, Michael. I kind of put you on the spot, but we're a friendly group, so it all works out.
I noticed that.
I think this is going to be a system that changes how business is done online, and it's been a long time coming. I think this is going to be, for people in this industry, I think they're going to see the value, and as this gets out and people start making money because they are running it like a business, they do have the tools, they are getting the coaching, and they're concentrating on the parts that they feel they're best at in their business. You're going to see people grab onto this, and it's going to get bigger and bigger. And you know, I ordered my black card the other day, and you know, I thought it was, I didn't think it was silly, but I'm usually not a materialistic person, and I find that I'm like, can't wait to have it and show it off. I got to get a picture of it and show it online, and that caught me a little off guard, but it made me feel that, you know, after all these years of struggling online and learning all the marketing stuff I have, I'm with a group that's going to recognize that I can be the best I can be as something. And you know, because I have the educational tools now, and I can learn it the right way, and I can apply it, and I'll get results, and I can prove that this hasn't been a waste of time, and that I've arrived at some level. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's what struck me when I was thinking about the black card today. I know it also gets you into a higher level club of more help, and you know, if I was starting out again, I would find the funds to get that black card, and especially while it's on sale. You know, when I got all in by being creative, and that was by showing the value, because I've been using Empower products for a brick and mortar business, showing them the value of how it increased their market and their sales. and they financed me getting all in because they see the value of the more I learn, the more their business benefits. So, you know, if you're struggling to have the money to get all in, there's many creative ways you can come up with to get to that point. Don't be bashful. Garage sales. Get rid of stuff you really don't need anymore. I won't say use your mortgage because that's not a smart thing to do, and we're not pushing that. But as you get comfortable, and if you really want to get all in, look for ways to do that, because the sooner you do it, the sooner you're going to be in money, because 64% of the big money comes from those profit maximizers they talk about, and that's the Empower products. So do you want a little profit maximizer or do you want a big profit maximizer? That's what it comes down to. So down below, to me, this is a no-brainer. I would have signed up for this on the spot as a newbie. And so click the link below and you can get started on your 7-day trial. Check out the system. See that we're telling you the truth on this one. This is an incredible system with some really cool and on top of the market people involved. You are getting the best of the best on this one.
Hey, Gail, can I add something?
Oh, you can always add something, Bev.
Thank you. One thing it doesn't really fit in a category, but it's just sort of an editorial comment. But a lot of the online marketing that we've seen in the past, at least from me being the snobbish corporate marketer, we're trained in brand management and to keep a look and feel and to keep it professional, that kind of hocus pocus. Whereas online marketing has really been, I mean, my perception was there's, some high school kids making money or some college dropouts making money online. Whereas now, that's just my perception, I'm coming around. But IPAS has really presented it in a combination of both. Emily, thanks for laughing at my jokes. It's a combination of the people that have made millions, who am I to talk about their millions, and sort of the look and feel of that professionalism. I mean, if you look at that, when you get logged in and you try out the IPAS system, I mean, you can compare that to any corporate website. I mean, these designers and these engineers, they've got it going on. So it's appealing to me, but it's also appealing to the people that I would attract in my sphere of influence, that not necessarily buy paid traffic, but the people that are wanting to get out of corporate, wanting to get or have been laid off, that kind of stuff. So I think that's another benefit. It's just sort of it's like icing on the cake.
Yeah, that warm market is important, Bev, and that brings up the point that we're all trying to portray ourselves in the way that we want our business to look, our reputation and our branding, and this lets it show it's a no-nonsense, not serious. These guys like to have fun when they market, but that it's a well-put-together system, and they're not fooling around. They know what's at stake when you say you want to go into business, and they want to give you every opportunity to be successful with that. And I don't know about you, but I don't like admitting it, but I've been scammed on some of these business things coming down the pike over the years, and it didn't leave me with a good feeling. This, as Bev says, you look at it, and it's not a scam. And I know you're not supposed to use that word, but I'm gonna use it here. This is a professional, first-of-its-kind, franchise-like business system that is duplicatable, that is automated, that will let you choose the level that you want to go, meaning the level of success that you want to aim for, with the tools to help you get there. And in addition to that, dovetailing it with profit maximizers that can take you higher than you may have even allowed yourself to think about.
Well, and it's been accredited by Empower as well, which I think just gives it added validity.
Yes. Yes, that's a good point, Diana. They worked for, how long, guys? I know of 8 months that they have waited for accreditation to make sure that this was done right, so everything would be there for the long term for your business.
January was a when we first heard about how IPAS 2 was. I remember checking out IPAS 2 back in Miami when I remember Katie and I and Ashley went to the IPAS party that they were giving at the Marlin Stadium, and it was, you can imagine after waiting for so long, it was just like the anticipation building. I mean, they really have seriously have left no stone unturned to make sure that this is basically a perfect system.
Yeah.
I hate to use the word perfect, but to make sure that it will work with Empower Network, and that because there are people that already had the beta users, the people that were previously from the first original IPAS were already got to be in IPAS 2 and are succeeding with it. So we already have this system already has credibility, and it has Ian backing it up. So I don't want to say perfect. I just want to say it's an awesome system, basically.
Well, it is. And the other point that really hit me through this whole process, because it must have been very frustrating for Chris and Mark at times, thinking they were almost there with accreditation, and then something else popped up, and something else popped up, and Chris would come on the videos, and he's such a stand-up guy. He sticks to his guns, and to me that speaks volumes of integrity. He was not giving up on this dream until they had accreditation, until it was right, until it was there. And he could have cut corners at some point. He could have said, well, we're just not going to go on accreditation and we're just going to fly this way. No, he had a dream. He had a vision. He got the resources he needed, and he's made it a reality, and he never once short-sold that dream. He stuck by his guns, and he just showed the world what happens when you follow your vision. And I have a lot of respect for him on that one. So this is the best I've felt about putting my online business in someone else's system. I know that it's safe, I know that it's being managed well, and I know that it has the right players. It's an easy decision. Click below this video. There's buttons. Do your 7-day trial and see what you have. I think you're going to want to run with it. And I'll ask if anyone else has anything else to add to that.
I'd like to just share something real quick, Gail. It'll just be a minute. But, and I think I can speak for several people on the panel, and you can jump in too. I remember when I first got started in the home business industry, and you've been on these hangouts before. We're the Home Business Anonymous group, and I just remember being totally green and coming into an industry. I wasn't even on the internet yet, and being trained by amateurs and struggling and really suffering in that industry for a long time, then discovering the internet, once again being trained by amateurs and struggling and going out of my mind for years, with that. To finally have this system, you can be totally brand new. I've learned some things the hard way that I never want to do again. This system is really going to teach you no matter what level you're at. And not only should you be excited if you're brand new, but if you're a seasoned pro at this, you should still be excited, because you can give it to a new person and they can take off with get the coaching, get the training, they know exactly what to do. And I'm just I couldn't be more excited about this and to be taking this journey with this team. The community has been unlike anything else I've ever experienced in my life. So you need to click the link below.
There we go, the Emily original.
Yeah, that's right.
Anybody else have anything else?
I would just say save the $7 you spend on coffee or donuts or whatever tomorrow and use it for the trial. That can more than 100-fold pay you out, you know? Coffee and donuts, that's not going to stick with you. The system will, and it's going to make you an income. So, no brainer.
Coffee and donuts will stick with you in a way you don't want them to, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure. And I think that brings us to an end. As I just want to make sure we have this covered. Income disclosure, we're not making any income guarantees by using this system that you're guaranteed to make an income. It comes down to so many variables, how much work, time, effort, the tools, the audience, etc. But it is, from my 7 years of experience, and I've seen a lot of things come and go, it is a really well professionally done system. And that's what we're trying to get across with you, to you, as well as our sense of community and how we enjoy helping people succeed and go further in their business than they thought was possible. And also the Empower products. Put that other side in of taking your marketing over the top if you put the time in to learn the products. So with that, one more time, your last chance to click below the link. And I'd like to thank everyone for being here tonight, for all your input. It's been a great night, and we hope to see you on the inside. So take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
And you can.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.